August 30th, 2025. In the Pokrovsk direction, UAV surveillance from Ukraine's 3rd Operational Brigade detected a group of Russian soldiers near a dirt road, partially concealed behind a damaged structure. The drone hovered momentarily. Movement was spotted near the doorway. One soldier stepped into the open. The FPV unit accelerated forward. As the first target fell, 2 others ran toward nearby cover. A second drone switched course and executed a precision dive onto their position. The entire squad was neutralized. No further activity was observed in the area. August 26th, 2025. In the Pokrovsk direction, reconnaissance drones from the Black Sky UAV Company of Ukraine's 3rd Operational Spartan Brigade identified Russian infantry positions near a supply vehicle. Still, the FPV drone descended quickly. 2 soldiers attempted to scatter, but the drone was already locked. The vehicle's engine was still running when the strike hit. Secondary movement was observed inside a nearby trench. A second drone was deployed and executed the approach. No one reacted. Both positions were neutralized. The vehicle was destroyed. No further movement was detected. In the direction of Obliterates, surveillance drones from the Ukrainian Police Brigade Predator identified multiple Russian soldiers occupying trenches and open terrain. The first FPV drone locked onto a static target near sandbags. It approached low and fast. A second drone adjusted mid-flight and curved into a dugout. Thermal cam revealed another cluster regrouping. The third drone descended vertically into their position. No response. Too late. All observed positions were neutralized. In the Vovchansk direction, fiber optic FPV drones from the Merchiki UAS Battalion of Ukraine's 57th Motorized Brigade identified Russian soldiers gathered near a small trench network behind a collapsed barn. The drone maintained a stable low-altitude feed through fiber guidance. 3 figures were seen moving between cover. 1 paused near the trench edge. The drone remained locked. With no signal delay, the payload was released instantly. A second drone adjusted course toward a rear dugout entrance and executed a direct hit. The entire section was eliminated. No follow-up movement was recorded on thermal view. In the Siversk direction, drones from Ukraine's 20th UAS Regiment K2 identified multiple Russian targets, including an armored vehicle, dug-in infantry, and a logistics post behind the tree line. The first FPV drone locked onto a stationary armored unit near a dirt trench. The payload was delivered from a low angle. Moments later, a second drone navigated toward a covered shelter. Thermal cam showed movement beneath. A third drone followed the route of a supply trail and struck near stacked crates under camouflage netting. All 3 positions were destroyed. No counter-drone activity was observed. In an open sector northeast of the front line, FPV drones from the 414th Birds of Magyar unit tracked multiple Russian infantry movements between dugouts and makeshift cover. The drone hovered silently before accelerating toward a soldier crouching behind a tire wall. The payload detonated on impact. Another drone, already airborne, identified a second figure running toward a damaged vehicle. The angle shifted mid-flight. Locked on. No evasive action followed. Strike executed from rear approach at low altitude. Both targets were eliminated. The area was cleared for advance. August 31st, 2025. In a rural sector near an open field, aerial surveillance identified a Russian convoy, including a loaf van, 2 civilian vehicles, a truck, and 2 antenna towers beside a suspected radar installation. The first FPV drone targeted the loaf van. It struck the windshield area with high precision. A second drone followed, locking onto the exposed radar unit. After impact, a third drone veered toward the rear of the communication truck. Thermal imaging confirmed no remaining movement near the antennas. All equipment in the strike zone was rendered inoperable. Communications were fully disrupted. Near the village of Borki in the Belgorod region, aerial reconnaissance confirmed the presence of a Russian ammunition depot camouflaged near a tree line. The FPV drone maintained altitude along the treetop layer. Surveillance confirmed limited guard presence. As the drone approached, a truck was spotted parked beside a long structure with stacked crates. The drone remained locked. Moments later, the payload struck the building's center mass. The depot was destroyed. Multiple secondary detonations followed for over 2 minutes. In the Donetsk region, Ukrainian forces from the 5th Heavy Mechanized Brigade advanced toward the outskirts of Tolstoy. UAVs detected fortified enemy positions near the southern approach. The FPV drone hovered above a trench complex. 2 figures moved between sandbags. One carried a tripod-mounted device. The drone locked in. Seconds later, it dived low and struck the center of the firing point. A second drone circled the rear and delivered a follow-up strike on an ammunition stack partially covered with tarp. The position was eliminated. Ukrainian forces resumed forward movement into Tolstoy. August 2025. In a classified sector under Project Dronopad, Ukrainian drone operators detected multiple Russian Gebera UAVs conducting low-altitude reconnaissance. One by one, each target was locked by anti-drone FPV units. The first interceptor launched vertically and collided mid-air. Another drone hovered momentarily before shifting to full pursuit. The Gebera banked left. Too late. Collision confirmed. A third UAV was jammed, then intercepted with explosive payload. 4 more followed. All Russian reconnaissance drones were eliminated mid-flight. In the Kursk region, Ukrainian FPV drones operated by the rugby unit of the 129th Territorial Defense Brigade executed a symbolic deep penetration flight behind Russian lines. The drone flew at treetop level. No ground movement was detected near the selected zone. As it reached the designated site, the drone paused briefly. A small Ukrainian flag, mounted beneath the frame, was deployed and released precisely atop a Russian observation bunker. No response followed. The drone then ascended and returned undetected. The Ukrainian flag remained in position. Mission completed without engagement. In the Kurakov-Pokrovsk corridor, surveillance from Ukraine's 413th UAS Battalion located a Russian truck convoy halted near a tree line. The FPV drone flew low above the lead vehicle. 2 figures moved near the rear tires. The drone maintained a steady angle before diving under the chassis. A second drone was dispatched toward a nearby flatbed carrying fuel containers. Both payloads were triggered in sequence. No defensive response was observed. The entire convoy was disabled. Secondary fires spread across the supply zone.